All right. What's up? Who we got? Was my voice already missed that time?
The secondary looked pretty stout to watch training camp. How would you just overall assess how they
Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm losing it already. Can't voice. Yeah, they're competing. Just really like all those guys. I think Sting, Kamari, outside the corner, just like how they're, not sitting on their laurels and just working to get better every day. CD adding a different element just from a little veteran presence and a little bit more pizzazz maybe, but they've just been really working together. I just really like the level of communication and sort of like the continuity that those guys are showing, and I think it's hopefully just keeps building that way moving forward. It's been cool to watch that group really gel, for sure.
We'll talk about Daniil and Will, but what about Daryl Taylor?
Yeah.
He does off the
Yeah, DT's done a good job working. I would say probably like a different type of rusher, different style, a little bit twitchier and sort of edgy guy. So, just like the sort of variety that he brings. I think he's growing just in our techniques in the system from a play in, play out standpoint. But, a guy that's had some success as a rusher in the league. So hopefully we can take advantage of that.
Have you ever worked with personality like the CJ, and what do you like about what he brings?
CD? Sure. I've been around all types of personalities, man. You see a lot of them in this, and he loves ball. Like, I'll start there. Like, he just loves ball, and so like I feel like as coaches, we always will like work with guys like that. You know what I mean? That might have a little bit of edge and might have a little bit of this, but at the end of the day, like, he loves being out here and practicing and being with his teammates and playing football. So I think that's the starting point for us, and he's been nothing but good with me, so I'm happy to have him. But I've been around some. You can look at my history. You see the characters I've been around.
For the defense as a whole, where are they at in relation to where y'all want them to be at this point?
I don't think we're like putting it on like that. I mean, again, I think I mentioned the last time I talked, like, we just try to reset when we come back, and what we did last year or in the spring even doesn't really matter. We're trying to really build a foundation. I would say we're at the point in camp where we've basically put our foundational install in, and so now it's cool that we can start adding little tweaks here and there. Just let's try something out with this little different coverage or a little different pressure package. So I think now, like this time and moving forward next week, do the Greenbrier, I think is going to be a really cool time for this defense to start really like taking off a little bit. Hopefully, like, I think we've done a good job of building the foundation, and hopefully if we just keep adding day to day and start kind of like building out the package a little bit, it's gonna go where we want to go, hopefully.
Some of your reserves, Jamal Hill, Miles Bryant, Jamon Smith, all made plays throughout practice today. How do you feel about your backup players and how they've been performing throughout training camp?
Yeah, excited, man. We're trying to give all those guys opportunities to do that, to make plays, and that's part of what this is, just moving groups around and putting guys in different spots and trying to sort of put a target on them and see if they make those plays. I mean, that's what it's for. So all those guys, I mean, everybody that's been working on the defense, just done a really good job of just being around the ball, again, being in the right spot for their technique. So, again, we preach that we don't want to chase plays. You know what I mean? If you start trying to go make plays, then you don't. You put yourself in a bad spot. So those guys that are running the techniques the way they're supposed to and being in the right spots, then the ball finds you that way. So really appreciative of all the guys working and how we're developing that depth.
Having Petrie back out there after his injury last year, do you feel a difference with him, being in this unit, and what makes him an important player?
He's a good player. He's a good player for us, and infectious personality, energy. So I think we missed that as much as anything. But I think he's picked up right where he left off in terms of his grasp of the defense and what he's doing, and just trying to deploy him as a weapon for us and the things that he does really well. So he's one of the most pleasant players to be around, just for how he works, how he approaches the game, and his attitude every day. So I really enjoy that for sure.
Can you talk about your tolerance level? You talk about players with an edge. Where's a coach's tolerance level with players with edges is fitting into that team atmosphere?
Yeah, I mean, our number one rule here is protect the team, and it's a team-first organization. It's a team-first head coach. So, I mean, we want our guys playing with an edge. We want our guys playing physical and playing with a little bit of swag and all that stuff. So as long as it fits into the concept of our team, and we're, I don't know who you're referring to exactly, but like, I would say all our guys, you watch our sideline, I would say we celebrate other people's plays as much as our own, you know what I mean? And so I think that's the cool part of it. Like, I don't care you got a little edge to you. You know, if you're happy that your teammate's making a play and we're celebrating together and doing those things, man, that's what this is all about, man. That's what makes this thing fun. So I swear, we make a pick, I just look over our sideline. I don't care if a pick happened or something. I just watch the silence, see all those guys having fun and really celebrating, and it's cool. So really like how the team's coming together. And again, hopefully, you know, moving next week to the Greenbrier, we're a little bit like even more united in that front down there. So excited to have that keep building. Sorry.
What are you doing, or what is the process you and Nick Katie once you all get together to go back and compare notes of how practices have been? And I know that with him being a first-time play caller, a lot of this stuff is new for him as a play caller, and you're going into your third year. A lot of your players have built that continuity on that side. How are you helping him to get adjusted to these type of things?
I mean, obviously we work really closely in terms of scripting the practices and putting together what we each need to see. It's been very collaborative. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, so any resources I have to get to anybody in the building, I'm happy to do that and share my experiences. So he's done a really good job. I think it's just as D'Amico like puts the practices together and what he wants from a period standpoint or a point of emphasis, then you know, Nick and I will just get together, and if there's something that he wants, a certain coverage that he wants to work, or vice versa, if I want to get a certain thing, like it's very easy. It's been very easy with him, just popping to each other's offices, and you know, in the evenings, kind of when the last round of position meetings are going on, and the position coaches are in there, him and I are just getting together and just mapping out the next day, making sure we're on the same page. So it's been fun, man. I feel like, especially, I would say this week's been a really cool back and forth with both sides of the ball, and you know, as they're growing into their package and what he's installing and kind of growing what he wants to do, it's been really cool kind of back and forth. So I really enjoy working with Nick for sure.
You guys have so much success on defense, and they're trying to install a new offense. Is there like a point where it's like a detriment that CJ's got so much pressure on them, they have issues installing? Like, is that fine line?
Nah, I mean, I don't know. We're just putting our stuff in, man. We're just playing ball. So I don't think that's been an issue. Like, I mean, we're running our calls and they're running their calls, and I mean that's how we get better. So I think everyone's just out here trying to compete, and I wouldn't say there's any sort of thing like that going on.
Nick said his goal is to be better than last year. How can an all-pro guy like him be better, and where can he still improve?
That should be all our goals, man, right? You want to be better than last year? Good, me too. Yeah, I mean, I think there's just always, you go back, just, man, like, Sting is very deliberate in everything he does, and again, I'm very appreciative of the way he works out here, and just some of the, like, just really fine-tuning some of the leverages he has, or, you know, understanding some, you know, route concepts. Again, with a new offense, we're seeing some different things that maybe we have in the past, that's stressing our coverages a little bit differently. So as he's growing in the grasp of those sort of things, but just, man, the way that Sting works deliberately, intentionally, every day, every practice, play in and play out. I mean, I keep saying it, like, it's really cool, man. It's just fun to be around that guy. Like, you just appreciate really good players that still want to keep working their craft and want to keep getting better. And man, he's like a metronome, man. He's just out here doing the same thing and trying to compete every day. So I hope he has a better year. That'd be good for the Houston Texans.
Anything stood out to you? I mean, you know, like something like.
Give me something more generic.
Generic. Right?
No, man, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I really enjoy the way the guys are competing. I think when you have, I know there was a question earlier, like Will and Daniil and those guys, like I actually mentioned this, like, and this is just an example. I'm not trying to single anyone out, but like those guys are working to get better. Like Daniil Hunter is better than he was last year, and like he's working to get better. And Will Anderson is doing the same thing. You know what I mean? And Rank coming back here and what he's been doing, like I've seen progress in Rank from when we left him the last time, and Sting, like all these guys that are still, like, when those guys and your best players and your all pros are trying to get better and working, and the rest of the team sees that, and the rest of the guys see that, and the young guys come in and see that, like that's what you want as a coach, because now that's like, it's just lifting everybody up. So I would just say top to bottom, just really pleased with the level of commitment to getting better from all levels of the defense, from front to back, from old to young, veteran to young, excuse me. You know, it's been a fun to be around. It's a good group of guys, and excited to keep working with them.
You've had 1 year with him, and then last year you didn't have him for most of the year. What does Christian bring to the defense when and if he gets back on the field?
Christian Harris? Yeah, just I mean, he's an explosive athlete. especially at that position. Physical, like run, hit, cover a lot of ground with his range. So, you know, he's a good football player. So looking forward to him just keep progressing when he's on a good track for us. Sure. Thanks, guys. Whew.